to today's training. Today we are blessed to have Yolande Koupis in the house. She is going to be speaking to us about personal branding. Why is it important that you have a personal brand? Why is it important that you distinguish yourself and who you are? Guys, this is a personal business that we are in, right? People buy into you before they buy into any business. So never has personal branding been as important as it is today. Now, I do not want to waste any time. I want to hand over to Yolande Koupis, but I want to tell you about this beautiful woman. She is happily married. She has two amazing kiddos. She is an absolute stunning individual inside and out, but she has a absolute entrepreneurial spirit that you will come to appreciate. She thinks like a businesswoman. She has multiple businesses, one being branding and marketing, and she will tell you a bit more about that. But in my opinion, Yolande, you are an expert on personal branding, and I have had the benefit of experiencing some of your work. So can you tell everybody a bit about you, Yola? We call you Yola. I'm sure you won't mind if people call you Yola. But tell us a bit about you. Where do you live? And what is your life like?
Hello, Erika. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see that we're almost over 69 people on this chat tonight, so it's super awesome to have all of you. And I just want to say from my side, thank you for tapping in. Erika's introduction is so humble. I really appreciate it. It's always nice to hear how other people view you, and you know, that's the same as I've got tonight for our personal branding. You know, it's so important to know and to get the acknowledgement from people in your life, how they see you, because we live in such a rushed life that most of the time you do forget who you really are. And when you've got people in your life that can uplift you and empower you, it just shakes you back to reality, and you realize what difference you make in other people's lives. Now, as Erika said, my name is Yolande Koupis, and I'm from Central South Africa. So I'm in the middle, Bloemfontein, City of Roses. We are very fortunate that we like one big family. Most of the people know each other. And yeah, I must just say, in all my businesses, what I do, brand or your image, is it comes from what I do. And we collaborate a lot, and we all feed from each other, and that's what makes it so. I just want to admit, yeah, Heidrich, can I ask you to have a look at that? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're very fortunate this side. Like Erika said, I've got two kids that's keeping me on my toes at the moment, because it's busy. It's really busy, and they're 4 and 7. So at this moment, I run around. I often joke and say I'm a half a day mom now. So I've got in the morning time to work, and in the afternoon you have to mom and you have to drive around, and you really do become a taxi. So yeah, in a car you actually realize what you can do in a car. You can get dressed and eat and do work and do homework and everything at once. But I don't want to keep you guys. I've got a presentation that I put together, which I'm also going to share with all of you. I'm going to try to keep tonight on personal branding very short and sweet. I don't want to go too much in depth. All of you, you've got my contact details. You can find me on social media, and I will, with an open heart, assist any of you if you need any advice. I am not an expert or the best that you get. At this moment, I joke a lot, and I say to my friends, it literally feels like I'm 8 weeks behind in life. I'm just paddling like a duck, but I think most of us are feeling like this, especially after such a crazy year. So yeah, I don't want to keep you too long. I'm going to try and keep it as plain and simple so that we all can understand what it's all about. Erika, I don't know if you can maybe pull up the presentation I sent you earlier, then we can work through the slides. I just want to see if I can.
You can actually pull it up, Yola. I've made you co-host, so you can
I'm
actually
just
go ahead.
I'm just trying to see now, where do I put that on? Let's
So
just
you've already got, you're already co-host.
I see, but mine only gives me the breakout rooms. So at this moment, I can't see where I can share my presentation.
Yola, you're going to hit screen share on the very bottom. It's in like a little green icon. It says screen share, and that should share your screen with us.
Okay, let's see. I just quickly want to do this. Sorry for the delay. You see, we're not experts in everything. Usually we have awesome people doing all of this for us. Let me just open the presentation quickly, then I can do the screen share for you
Right,
guys.
Anthony, your host, and I just sent you Yola's presentation. Can you help with that?
To make it easier.
And do you hear me?
There you go. Let's see if you can see this. If you can all just let me know.
I can see it, Yola.
Yes, we see it. It looks great.
Amazing. Okay, Yola, just unmute yourself.
I'm pretty sure all of you know what personal branding is about. It's the same. Let me explain to you, because there's a lot of people who doesn't understand it 100%, and I just want to give it to you in a short breakdown. If you see a business, for argument's sake, KFC, let's use KFC as an example, that is a brand. So they've established such a strong brand that when you see the logo, you can link what they do with the logo. And it's pretty much the same on personal branding as well, because you as an individual, you're a brand. When you walk around, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak to people, the way you do things in life is your personal brand. And that's what people see. And that's why it's so important, especially in the business that we are in. A lot of us, we do NewAge as our #1 business, and a lot of us do NewAge as a second income as well. So, you know, for me, which is very important to explain to you guys about personal branding, is that it's very important to put your mark out there. When people start seeing how you portray yourself and how you do business or how you work on social media, people find attraction to that. So they feel comfortable when they see that it's more professional. It's the same as I always say to a lot of my clients, if you've got a business, and say for argument's sake, we do NewAge Movement, okay? Which is a group that we all run from, but it's a brand that Erika and her team from that side is running with. So if you start linking that together, you know, people recognize what you put out there. Okay, let's just quickly go, yeah. Let's see. Where do I go to the next page? There we go. See, you see what's happening with me tonight. Okay, I'm not going to win today's presentation. So personal branding. Personal branding is the conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of an individual by positioning them as authority in the industry, elevating their credibility, and differentiating themselves from competition, which is very important, to ultimately advance their career, increase their circle of influence, and have a larger impact in the industry. So if you look, I'm just having trouble to switch between my pages. Personal branding is also the process of finding your uniqueness, building a reputation on the things you want to be known for, and then allowing yourself to be known for them. Ultimately, the goal is to create something that conveys a message and that can be monetized. This one is not opening up correctly. Then I've got 10 golden rules of personal branding by Forbes magazines, which I really want to share with you because I love it. So they say, number one, when you look at personal branding, you have to have a focus. If you have a focus, that means you have to find your niche. So even though you're in NewAge, I'm going to use NewAge as an example, you need to find with that, what do you want to do? So do you only want to work with transformations in health? Do you want to be a coach? Do you want to teach other people the ways you do your business? And then you find your niche in your niche. Now, for me, I absolutely love the health and wellness, but I'm also not 100% educated in it. So I need to teach myself and also see and you know, how I can brand myself going forward with that. But for me, you know, I would brand myself individually with NewAge. I would say, yes, I'm part of a health and wellness company, but I also sit with brand. And with that, I want to make it stronger. That's why I operate under Yoko & Co. So number 2 is be genuine. Be genuine means whenever you put something out on social media, you have to be 100% you. People know you and people see what you do. And when they see your social media posts, they can quickly say that it's not you. So you need to make sure whatever content you put out there, that you are real. You need to tell a story. It's easy for us to do branding or to do posts on social media where we do not tell a story to people. If you just put products and opportunities out there, but you never link with people on a personal level, people are just going to scroll past your posts. Bless you, Tammy. Oh. Be consistent online and offline. And I know for all of us, it is very difficult to be consistent, because the same with me. I know, practice what you preach. And I always say to everyone, be consistent, at least try to post 3 times a week, you know, Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday. And I don't even do it on myself because I'm so busy with other people's content that you completely neglect yourself. Number 5, be ready to fail, which is very important for me. Same as even if you decided on your brand, you know, nothing has to be forever. If you choose your brand in 2 years' time, or even if in 2 months' time you feel this brand is really not speaking to you and it's not working with what you want to put out there, you can change it. You can change anything. You can change your way. If it's not working for you, the same, it's a little bit further in my presentation that I'll show you as well. But, you know, your target audience and all of that, you know, if you think, okay, Yolande, I am going to target people between 18 and 40, and I see after 2 months, that's not the people that's interested in my business, then I need to change my focus, and I need to see what the people from 40 to 60, you know, what is their, what they like and of my content that I put out. Okay, number 6, create a positive impact. That is, your reputation is your brand, like I said earlier. How you handle people, how you make people feel when they read your post, or when you in their conversations or in their groups, that is an impact that you're going to leave on people, and that is what they're going to remember. Number 7, follow a successful example. Now, we've spoken about this on all the trainings we've, you know, with Eric Worre and all of that. They say, pay attention to other accounts, pay attention to competitors, pay attention to people that you absolutely admire, pay attention to leaders in our company. look at what they are doing. Take their content, make it your own content, and use that for your business going forward. Live your brand. Now, live your brand is very important for me because your personal brand should follow you everywhere you go. And with that point, you know, we speak a lot about when you should change your brand in terms of if you operate under Yolande Koupis and when should you make it a business. Should you operate between both of them? But we'll go in depth with that. For me, the most important thing for all of us at this very moment, especially for Africa, that's in pre-launch and we're all setting up our businesses now, operate under your personal name. For now, work under your personal name, get your personal name out there. And once you've got your following, once you've got your trusted audience, once you've got people that's going back to your personal page to see what content you're putting out there, then you can think about moving over to a business and then moving your people over from your personal brand over to your business. Number 9, let other people tell your story. Like we said, like this small introduction, what Erika did just now, but personal branding is the story people tell about you when you're not in the room. And this is a quote I love so much. And number 10, leave a legacy. Be the difference between who are you to thank you for being here. And I think there's a lot of us, especially if I look at all the leaders in America, you've established your brand so well that you don't have to introduce yourself anymore. When you walk into a room or you go into a Zoom, people know who you are. So you've worked so hard on your brand without even, you know, having that specific brand designed for you. But it's very important that you have to leave a legacy behind. So that's the 10 golden rules for personal branding from Forbes magazine. Okay, so how to start with your own personal brand, because a lot of us don't know, but you need to establish who you are. You need to establish what you want. How are you perceived by other people? What do you want to achieve out of your personal brand? You need to, then what we're going to do is we're going to create your brand. So then we have to sit down, we have to design the brand. Then you have to create your ecosystem. That's what you stand for and who you want to work with, your target audience. And then you create your network. Okay, I'll go into depth with that so that I can explain to you. What is your brand identity? Okay, so when we usually start with the brand identity, and that's something that you can do for yourself, you can sit down and you can take a piece of paper, and it's very easy for you to go onto Pinterest, and you can decide when you think of yourself as a personal brand, what is the 3 objectives when you see your brand? Look at 2 colors that you love and that you want to associate your brand with. What symbol or emoji represents my brand? I know, like when I see fire, I immediately think of Nick Papas, because that's how he speaks to his team, that's how he operates. So when I see a fire emoji, you know, that's Nick Papas for me. So stay close to the fire, how he speaks to his team, how he uplifts them. So that's something that you need to think how people perceive you. Top 3 Instagram accounts you like and why. That's very important because you need to see how are you going to be, how do you say deur mekaar in English? Are you not going to go according to a structure? Structure meaning if you do Monday motivation, tip Tuesday, work with me Wednesday, thankful Thursday, or, you know, transformation Thursday and fun Friday. Those are just examples of how you can do your social media. You need to look on Pinterest for your look and feel. So if you type in personal branding, even try your own name. Type in personal branding for Brett Ellis. And then you see if there's any content that comes up that you like or that you like of other people so that a person can integrate it into your own brand. And then you need to establish your target market, because you need to keep in mind, even though it's your personal brand needs to speak to your audience. If your personal brand is not going to speak to your audience, it's not going to work. And that's why it's so important. If I often look at it, and I think you can actually ask Henri if the first branding I had for Perky Jams was crazy. It was a crazy cursive writing, and it had all these pink curls and everything. But at that stage, that was me, and that's what spoke to my clientele. And as time evolved, you go like, oh no, I need to get to the program, and I know I'm speaking to a younger market of influencers, so my brand needs to be up to date with that. So keep in mind when you do design your personal branding that you have your target market and your target audience in mind. Okay, so if you look at this little picture, your brand is the following. So if you look at your brand identity, you've got your logo, your behavior, your language, your mission, your vision, your culture, your design, and your communication. So remember your niche, what you do, your ideal client, who you want to work with, your products and services and how you want to work with them, your why, which is very important, your purpose, your values, your big dream goals, your direction, the feelings people will have when they see your brand, the experience they get out of your brand, the story you are telling to people, and the passion. People can very quickly read from a post that you do or from something that you put out there that you are negative or not in the right state of mind. And with that said, we've said it so many times. I know Erika and Tammy has mentioned it as well. When you see people, be presentable. Be that person that when you are in a health and wellness business, so yes, you don't necessarily have to weigh like a supermodel, you don't necessarily have to be built like one. You don't necessarily have to have, what is the perception of people? Long, curly hair. You don't have to, you can be you, but be presentable. The way you speak to people is how you're going to attract people to come back to you. And we've used this example on a previous training where we said, when you speak to, even though you've got the world's knowledge, but when you speak to someone over the phone, they don't know how you look like, and they might be a cold call, and you speak to them and you go, hi, yeah, my name is Yolande. I work for NewAge. You don't get the people. It's the same as when you get an automated call from someone trying to sell you car insurance. You immediately put the phone down or you're irritated. But when someone phones you and you go, hi, how are you, Isolde? My name is Yolande. I got your contact details from Henri. She said you might be interested. This could be for you, or it could be for someone else. If you can just give me a moment to speak to you or to listen to me, I would love it. And then the way you address that person, you catch their attention, and that opens up a channel for you. Okay, so let's get to this one. Let's just see if it's going to read. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm just going to I don't know why this one didn't download properly. But okay, here it goes. So your proposed approach, setup of digital platforms. So you need to decide on which platforms you want to work: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, or Twitter. I work on Facebook and I work on Instagram because I can link my Instagram account to my Facebook. And that makes it easier for me. So if whatever content I post on my Instagram, that automatically goes over to my Facebook. So I know more or less on both Facebook and Instagram, my target audience and the people who's interested in my content, the demographic is the same. LinkedIn, I've recently started using, and it's actually quite crazy because there's a lot of business people there. But do not put it in your back pocket. Go investigate. Go see what LinkedIn is about. Go open yourself an account. You don't necessarily have to post on it every day, but just you get a lot of connections through LinkedIn, and it could be potential clients or business owners or customers. Another thing that I want to say to you guys is, which is very important for me, very, very, very important. Whenever you accept a friend request, please thank the people for connecting with you. That is very important. So if Hydra is sending me, like say for argument's sake on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or on Instagram, they follow me, just reach out, do a pre-typed message that you save in your phone on your keyboard, where you just go, thank you for the follow with, my emoji is a white heart. I love a white heart. And, so just go, thank you for the follow, because you're opening up a communication channel. So the next time when you sit and you have to reach out to people, which is on your social platforms, it's easy for you to go back to your messages and see, okay, I've spoken to this person, or we became friends. Now I'm open a week later to say, you know what? So what do you do? What's your story? Do you have kids? Where do you live? Then you open that, and that could be potentially a lifelong friend in business going forward. So number 2, rollout of digital campaigns. That is when your brand has been established and your plan has been established. So when you know what you want to do with your brand, you don't have to pay fortunes for that. It's so easy for you just to go onto Pinterest. Pinterest is one of the best searching spots for me for any of this. So if you're looking for awesome quotes you want to put out for people, or if you want to look at your social media plans, have a look on Pinterest, search it, see what speaks to you and what you want to do, so that you know what you can do with your brand. And then monitoring of results. That is feedback and your marketing tools. It's like I mentioned in the first point, you need to see who posts or who comments on your posts. You need to see who like your posts. On Instagram, they've made it so easy for you. So if you go onto Instagram, you can, I'll send that to you guys as well, but you go to Instagram, you go to your personal page, you go to Insights. When you go to Insights, you will see content you shared. When you go onto your content you shared, it will give you the options to actually see. You can filter it in such a way that you can see who liked your pages, how many followers did you get out of the content that you created, which content had the most interaction. And believe it or not, if you do not have a powerful quote you put out there with something catchy that someone is going to want to stop and read, people usually react more to you as an individual. A photo of you, with your family, if you do wish to post that, a photo of you sitting with your products, a photo of, just being normal and not being automated and so 100% business-like, because people want to see who's Hydra, who's Tammy at home. Tammy, if I look at Tammy, I know Tammy loves cooking and baking, and that brings her pleasure. So, there we link on a different level as well, because I can't bake to save my life. So when I go to America, I would love to have baking lessons from Erika. Okay, so I don't know why this one just went over like that, but it was fine. That happens sometimes. But here's a couple of apps I use. So easy apps for you. If you want to do design, or you want to design your own logo, or you want to design anything for your business, Canva is one of the best applications that you will get out there. My personal opinion is the paid Canva is much better, because you get a lot more. It's not a lot, it's just over 1,000 Rand per year. And it's really a small investment that you can make into your business. If you're serious about your business, you can share Canva, templates between your friends who's got Canva, and you can change your things up. And that makes it easy for you as well to, if you sit with an organization and you want your organization to have the same look and feel, until they've created their brand, then it's easy to share your Canva templates between the people. Erika and I've spoken about this. We'll do a short Canva training, but you will see on your Canva app, it's much better on your desktop than on your phone. But you will see there's lots of tutorials on the Canva website on your computer that will teach you how to do various things. And you will see, if you subscribe to them as well, they will send you an email on a daily basis of new things that's coming to Canva, new things that you can do with your Canva designs. And that's a 10-minute investment in your day that you can just teach yourself to go through it and read through it and just see what's happening there. Okay, Plan is one of many apps that you get, but this is a social media scheduler. You can do it free, or you can have a subscription that you pay for it, and it's your all-in-one. It's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, auto scheduler, your social strategist, and content calendar. So on here, you can actually put a whole month's work on. You can say exactly, you know that on a Monday between 10 and 12 your audience is on Instagram, so you know you need to post Monday between that time. Personally, we do this for a lot of businesses where we have to have a look at the insights and stuff, but I post when I feel. I don't, at this moment, I don't use Plan for myself or personally, because, you know, when I'm in the moment and I feel I want to post, I want to post. But when we are serious about our business and we're running with our business and you need to grow your business, we will have to look at being consistent. And, you know, if we're not going to post every single day, once a day, you at least have to post on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so that people can see your brand and what you do and what you put out there. Snapseed is a photo editing app. I am absolutely in love with this app. I did maybe 2 or 3 years ago, we did a short training on Snapseed with your phone, that they show you how to take photos. And, you know, this is actually quite cool for all of you. If you can go on Pinterest as well, and you can search for phone photography, and they will show you on Pinterest, there's numerous tutorials how you can take pictures of your products when you put them out to your market. Because some people, you look at their work and you go, wow, that's professionally done. But it's actually done with an iPhone or a normal smartphone that you can do yourself. You just need to see how to do it to make it better and to stand out. Okay, so Snapseed, my favorite setting on Snapseed is drama. I just love it. You'll find it there. Okay, then Lightroom. Lightroom is a little bit more advanced. To be honest, I also struggle with all the technology on Lightroom, but it's a cool app for presets. So you can also, once again, go on Pinterest and you can search for free presets, or you can purchase presets. There's a lot of people all over the world that sells presets for next to nothing, and you can favor them and put them on your Lightroom. They tell you exactly how to do it. And when you do your posts, so you will see there's a lot of people that puts content out, then the entire feed looks pink, or the entire feed looks blue, or the entire feed's bright colors. You do it through Lightroom. You can do it through Snapseed as well, but you need to choose. There's a lot of people that go for the month of May, they'll work with one color palette, and then they change again, that when you go through your feed, it's aesthetically pleasing for people. Repost is a cool app to have. This is only for Instagram, and this will help you a lot. So the days that you do not have content, or the days that you quickly want to put something out there, it's easy for you to go on Instagram, go on any of the people that you follow, that you admire, people in our business, NewAge, RX, corporate, any of those, and you can copy the link and you can repost it through this app. So it's very quick. You install repost on your phone, you go to Instagram, you click copy link, you open your repost app, it will open it for you. It will give you the option to copy the caption as well. I always copy the caption because I feel if I use someone else's content, I need to give them the recognition for that, which is very important. So you do a little shout out just to say, you know, you make sure you tag them in your post. And then at the top of the post, you can look at on my social media as well. I've done a couple the past weeks, so that you can just see, make it your own, and then you put the repost so that you can just give the recognition out there. Okay, IG Master, it's a followers analytics. For some people, this might be a nightmare, and for other people, you would quite enjoy it. So with this one, you can actually see who unfollows you and who follows you and who pays interest in you. And this is also, you don't have to do the subscription. The free one works well as well, but you get a lot of insight on how you run your account. So it's good to just have a look and see if you are doing something wrong or what you should uplift so that you can, you know, just teach yourself. Okay, so that was the apps. That was 6 apps. I've got quite a lot of other apps that I can share with you, but these are the basic good apps that I use on a daily basis, and it's user-friendly for all of you. Okay, when we come to something to remember about your personal brand, remember your lifestyle. Fit your business into your lifestyle and align your brand with your core values, not the other way around. So remember that. Invest, know your people, talk to them, pay attention to what they are struggling with. Then share pieces of your own story and struggles that relate back to them. And Jared mentioned that on our training last week as well. You need to see and tap in, if you know what your struggle has been, if you know it was health or financial struggles or anything like that, you need to link to people and not be, don't attack them, you know, go like, oh, I see you overweight and I'm also overweight and let me help you. Don't do it that way. I mean, there's a decent way how you can go about it. Now you get people like that. But I mean, the more you get to know that person, you can say, you know, I've been following your social media and I've realized that you've been in a very traumatic accident and things has not been going great for you. And, you know, I want to share my story with you. I want to share my story of how I transformed my life, not just health-wise, but financially. Because let's be honest with everyone, everyone is doing this business for a different reason, but at the end of the day, financial freedom is going to give you a better opportunity for the people around you in your life. And that is something, you know, especially with this company, you've got the opportunity to build a concrete foundation, not just for yourself, but for people you can leave it behind to. And that's truly amazing. All right, grow. Your brand is always growing and evolving with you. So like I said, if you do decide over a time period your brand's not for you anymore and you want to give it a facelift, do it. There's no rules that you're not allowed to do it. Your brand is never complete. It grows as you grow, because you are going to grow, you are going to become stronger, you are going to find in what your niche will be going forward. And even if it takes you 6 months or a year, give yourself that time. You don't have to be a professional or the best of the best in the beginning when you start. Learn. They always say, we've got a family friend that always said, you know, if you apply for a job and you're not sure about everything you have to do for the job, you have to fake it till you make it. Okay, so this is pretty much the same. I've got 3 more: trust, vision, and to remember. Your trust, your people needs to know who you are and they need to trust you before you're going to hand over their hard-earned money. So that's very important. People do not like to be sold to, people like to buy, and people invest in you as a person and how something is making you feel. When I started with NewAge on the 16th of October last year, I remember I was so excited when I received my first box of products that I was like all over the place. I made videos and I showed the people, and people came to me and go like, Yolande, I want to feel like you're feeling, because you're giving this aura of that you're happy and you're at the right place, and it's all these things, and I want to know about that. And it's the same as when you sell your products. I know that we are currently in pre-launch, so I know we all not 100% sure yet, but it gives us the perfect time now to get ourselves ready for when we launch, because we do not want to leave anyone behind. Get yourself geared up, that when we know what's going to happen going forward, that you are already 100 steps ahead. Your vision to empower women and men, that is my vision, to empower women and men to be real and transparent in their life and in their business. So remember your vision as well. Remember, cheerleaders sometimes grow up to be coaches. Remember that. Okay. The next one, let's see. I think we're almost done. It's just, this one is just a fun quote. So it says, you don't have to be the best in what you do, just be you, the real, authentic you. I don't know why it's not reading, Erika. Do you maybe know, because the personal branding is not all pulling up. I don't know if it's just taking much longer or if the file is too big. But here's a couple of brands I've recently done for Tammy and for people in my team. I just don't know why the rest is not pulling up, but it's okay. We're just going to go to the next one. I'm going to share this presentation with you guys anyway, so that you can see how it looks like, but that also didn't want to go up because we've got Corlia Hector and Lindy Landman, all of them on there. And then, yeah, this is the last piece from my side, is your personal brand is a promise to your clients, a promise of quality, consistency, competency, and reliability. You are the best brand. Make it outstanding. From my side, you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of rands on personal branding. I know years ago when we all started, people used to charge you thousands and thousands and thousands for logos and for websites, and you don't have to spend all that money. You can, if you relate to someone, or if you want to give it a shot on your own, the tools are all out there. It might give you a little bit extra gray hairs if you have to struggle for half an hour longer than the rest of us, but you will eventually get there, and practice is going to make, if you practice, you will become perfect in it. So that's it. I know it's very, very short, but I don't want to go too much into it. I really hope that tonight's personal branding presentation will help some of you going forward. And I just want to say, have fun with it. Enjoy creating your brand. Enjoy working on your business. Always think the bigger picture as well. We did branding for Corlia Hector last week, and I showed her she's got 3, if you look at her personal brand, and she's got a page that she works through, which is like Erika's Abundant Living with Erika. So Corlia's got Pure Wellness, and then she's got an organization which is Team United. And if you look at all 3 brands, and I say to her, if you print your 3 brands, or you put your vision of your 3 brands next to each other, the 3 brands must tell a story. For me, that is very important, because you don't want to be running men here and a flower here and a glass of wine there. You need to, okay, that actually makes sense. You run to have wine, you're happy. Okay, that can work. But what I mean by this is you have to, you know, if you want to go forward into a business, if that is your plan in terms of you want to brand yourself as pure wellness or whatsoever that you're going to run NewAge under, you need to think that your personal brand and the brand for your business and the brand for your organization needs to be hand in hand. Okay, that's it. Now I'm open for questions.
Yola, that was absolutely incredible. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Wow.
If I just not had all the technical difficulties here, I need to go have training in Zoom.
No, you were absolutely amazing. Let's give Yola some hearts, you guys. And if you have a question, please feel free to put it in the chat box. Yola, I want to just go back. Let's say somebody's brand new in the business. They want to do this and they're brand new. The first thing that they need to do is set up their digital platforms. So
Yes.
go and identify which platforms you want to use. Facebook or Instagram, what is the one that most appeals to your target audience and that looks and feels familiar to you, something that you can identify with. So first of all, identify your digital platforms and set up accounts for yourself. And then once you've done that, define your personal brand. And Yola, we speak a lot about the Iceberg Principle, right? Where people normally see the tip of the iceberg above the water, but that's only the top end of what is actually going on underneath the surface, right? And so there's a lot of work to be done that is unseen to the public eye, like defining your values, defining your vision and your mission and your purpose statement and how that translates into your business. So I just want to encourage everybody on this call. It's time for you to finalize your iceberg principles, right? Do the work underneath the surface and do it well, because that ultimately is the foundation of what will be public. And so Yola, you said, man, you're beautiful and smart. You've just got it all going, right? But you said it best. You said, you are the best brand. Make it outstanding. I love that. And I want to tell you something, Yola. You are indeed outstanding. You are an amazing brand. You're an amazing friend. You're an amazing brand. You're an amazing business partner. You are outstanding. So guys, I just want to give you once again Yolande's email address. She says she's not an expert, but she is an expert. I can just tell you she's an expert. So if you want to reach out to Yolande, I'm just going to give it to you again. It's hello, I like that. Hello at yokoandco.com, yokoandcompany.com, but it's only yokoandco.com. So Yolande, let's see if we have a few questions for you. Well, we have no questions. Everybody's just like, you are awesome. Thank you, the best, inspiring, etc. So guys, we will make sure to share Yolande's presentation. I see
I've done already, Erika. It's on here, but I'll share it to the to everybody after this, and then you guys can just share it with your teams that also who hasn't been on tonight's training. Okay. I think what we can do, Erika, is we can maybe have a look at doing. I know that we've done social media. Sorry, it's my dog. She's trying to climb onto my lap. Maybe, I know we've done 2 trainings on social media, but I think, if we can, there's a lot of times I've been to so many conferences that when you do, like personal branding or social media, but you walk away there and they haven't really shared to the person the content that you want. So you don't know what app to use. You're still not 100% sure. Yes, they say you have to do this and you have to do that, but when you leave there, you're not 100% sure yet. And that's why, I feel sharing is caring. And if I can show people what I use, then it will elevate their business. And which is very important for us is that, yes, you've got your own business, that you work for yourself and you associate it with NewAge, but at the end, we work under one brand. and we work under NewAge. So if we're not going to work together and we're not going to elevate what we're going to do in our personal capacity, it's not going to work. And NewAge is not a normal company. It's disruptive by design. So we need to make sure that we are 100% on brand when we go forward.
Okay, so here's a question, Yola. This is an important one. I'm going to
Okay.
ask, but I want your opinion on this as well. Do you think it's better to start a page and build on that, or to carry on in your personal name? Personal Facebook pages have history which might not be in line with your personal brand. That is a very good question. Here's my opinion, Yola. I want to hear what you have to say, but I would start out with my personal page. And build a decent following with a personal page. You can have up to 5,000 people follow you on your Facebook personal profile. Then once it's established, you can move it over to a page. I have done it the other way around. I had a very strong personal page, moved a personal profile, moved it to a page, and I lost a lot of engagement on Facebook. So I just want to encourage you not to start a page too early. You might lose some of your peeps. Yolande, what are you thinking?
Okay, so in marketing, and especially in the marketing that we are in, you need to focus on attraction marketing. So when you say attraction marketing, the content that you put out there, you need to attract potential buyers and business owners, like I've said. But I also, if you very active on social media and you're very strong on social media, yes, go for, they call it a fan page, which is your business page. Yes, do it. Jump in, do it, operate, because you know more. If you only starting this business now and you don't really post, or you're not really active on your social media, for you it will be important to build your own brand before you take them to a business, because people will go, oh, Yolande is just trying to sell me things, because they don't know Yolande. They don't see who's Yolande behind the scenes. Because I have to sometimes share a post to say, what a freaking crazy week, who can relate? Are you also tired? Are you also looking forward to put your feet up? People want to relate to you and go like, okay, so Yolande is not Wonder Woman. Yolande is also a normal person. And then only when you've got that audience on your personal page, then you move them over to a business.
I agree. So I'm going to address this and then I'm going to close the call. Salome, you asked, how does NewAge overcome the connection with a NewAge religion? This is a question that I have had so many times, right? So let me just tell you that our company does not associate with a specific religion. Okay, this is not a religious organization. This is an organization that focuses on a new you for a new day and a new age. It's also, in my opinion, a new age for doing business. We cannot do it the way that we used to do it, right? There's evolution that has taken place. So it really is not a religious connection. And I want to encourage you, we have such a strong brand with a new age company. Use that, use the new age brand, put your own personal flair to it, and stay away, you guys, from politics and religion. Just stay away. That's dangerous ground to build a brand on, or so just stay away from it, and focus on a new you, a new season, a new age, right? So focus on that. And really, we are in the transformation business. So personally, I'm turning 47 this year. I would love a new age. Can I turn 40, please? I would just love a new age. Can I just celebrate my 40th birthday? So I want to encourage you. We are in transformation, and it is indeed a new age. It's a new era. So hang on to that, you guys. And if you get questions like that, answer it straight up, right? Don't beat around the bush or tippy-toe around it. So you guys, thank you. It's been incredible. We will share the recording. Yolande, you are incredible. We will do a follow-up training on business branding. I think that's very important too. Business branding, maybe even website content, what that needs to look like. We can look at all of that, but we will communicate that. Yola and I will plan it out and we will send that out to you guys. But have a wonderful evening. Please unmute, say your thanks to Yolande. And once again, you can reach her at hello@yokoandco.com. Take care, you guys. We appreciate all of you. Please unmute, say thank you.
Thank you.
Yola, you are amazing. Yay. It was a